Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Bye, sweetie.
You can't cancel Christmas.
They fucking heard us. They know that we plan on boycotting Christmas, the holidays, and plan on protesting on Black Friday.
Mariah Carey just told black folks to shut up and spend money they don't have. Right now, across the diaspora, from Atlanta to London to Lagos to Toronto, black families are having conversations they never thought they'd have. Baby, we can't do this Christmas this year. Not like before. Food costs are up, rent is up, everything is up except our paychecks. And just when we are trying to organize, trying to say enough is enough, we are boycotting Black Friday. What does corporate America do? They send out Mariah Carey, our own Maria, in Sephora ad with a striking elf who can't afford Christmas, basically mocking our pain and saying, you will spend. But here is what they don't understand. When black people get fed up, when Africans worldwide say no more, we don't just boycott, we build something new, and that terrifies them. So the question is not whether you'll join Red Friday. The question is, are you ready to take your power back? Let's watch these clips, and then I'll be back.
They fucking heard us. They know that we plan on boycotting Christmas, the holidays, and plan on protesting on Black Friday. The reason I know that they know is because they just put it in Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas's new fucking advert for Christmas for Sephora. What makes it worse is they have an elf stealing, saying that he's boycotting because he can't afford to do what the fuck they want him to do anymore. In a Sephora commercial, bitch, roll the clip. I'm telling you, they know, and the fact that they put it on full display to play in our fucking face only proves that they know. Roll the clip.
Halloween slayed, but now it's
Watch this.
spill the tea. Who's the thief?
Busted!
Listen.
Bad news, Mariah Carey. The elves are striking this year. Elf revenge for putting us through holiday hell. Santa's helper quit. I'm pawning all this so I can afford elf therapy.
That's my blush, elf boy.
Your lipstick? I'm taking it. Christmas, it's canceled. No bells, no cheer, no glam. Bye, sweetie.
You can't cancel Christmas.
Any last words?
Yeah.
That shit is not a coincidence. Pawning all of this to pay for therapy? Mariah Carey's response is that you can't cancel Christmas. Bitch, we're canceling it. Spread the fucking word.
How long are we gonna keep letting them play in our face? Y'all saw that Mariah Carey Sephora It's Time ad. Y'all seen it, and they really playing in our face. It's like, so basically you can say what you want, but it's still gonna be Christmas and you still gonna spend your money. That's what I got from it. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I got. It's almost like I felt threatened in a way. Like, how you gonna tell me what to do with my money? It won't get spent. They basically saying fuck your strike. I don't know, I just feel like it's just gonna make all of us just say fuck you back even harder. Like, man, just watch what happened. That's the energy that I feel like it should be given in this, because who the fuck you think you're talking to? And then you turned the elf into a snowman at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, you saying you're gonna leave us out in the cold if we don't follow suit with what you want us to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's gonna be business as usual, get to work. When he tried to leave, like, are y'all not reading between? They think they slick, but no.
Yeah, I think Christmas is canceled this year. No Black Friday, no Cyber Monday, none of them bullshit sales prices that they try to pass on for people. Don't nobody else need no more TVs. We don't need no more TVs. TVs getting cheaper, but food getting higher. That's crazy. I just saw a 60-inch in Walmart for like $250. I'm not bullshitting. I'm telling you, the American people have the opportunity over the next 2 quarters to completely cripple these corporations, because this is the holiday season. Ain't nobody buying no turkeys, ain't nobody buying no Hot Wheels and then them Barbie dream houses. And then come tax season next quarter, ain't nobody buying and splurging on nothing else. And of course, election season is coming up. If they suffer for 2 straight quarters, 2 of the most important quarters of either one of their fiscal years, I'm telling you, man, these corporations gonna completely put their money behind the Democrats. They're gonna put their money behind all them folks in blue. And if there's one thing I know about the corporate level, they want their money. All right, their favorite color is green. They don't care nothing about red and blue. They're opportunists. They want that bread. And here's the thing, we can buy all the necessities as long as we don't buy all that extra shit. They're gonna suffer hard.
The biggest recession indicator is the fact that Mariah Carey's Christmas video this year is a Sephora partnership. That is so crazy, but also, like, love you, but that's so crazy.
Love of God, keep Mariah Carey locked up a little bit longer. It's too expensive. We can't afford it. We don't want to hear it's time. It's not time. It's not time. It's not time. It's not time. Don't let her defrost just yet. Like, let us get through a few more weeks, few more paychecks. We might get on track, but it's the economy. Please, for the love of God, keep Mariah Carey locked up a little bit longer. It's too expensive. We can't afford it. We don't want to hear it's time. It's not time.
And while we're on task, go ahead and cancel Christmas. Go on and start that family chat and let them know that you're not exchanging gifts this year. Hopefully everybody in your family is on board. And I know you're thinking about the kids. Well, Facebook Marketplace. If you're going to buy something for somebody, buy something small and local. You know, support a small retailer. But it's going to be Red Friday for these folks this year. Someone called it that in my chat. It says it's not going to be Black Friday this year. It need to be Red Friday. And I agree 100%. Hashtag Red Friday. But it's a good opportunity to teach your kids that freedom ain't free. And it's a conversation that need to be had because, you know, somebody going to have to sacrifice and we're going to have to fight for this shit. So here we are. And those retailers, they're going to know. I know they're sitting on inventory from last winter. And guess what? They're going to have that same inventory next winter. It's like, seriously, let's do this. There were Christmases I had as a kid when my mom didn't have any money. She made a sweet potato pies. And that was fine. You know, they were good. We were just as happy. We were like, who's in Whoville? And I think that's how it needs to be. You know, if you want to do something, switch it up a little bit. Do some community service. Spend some time, you know, serving in a soup kitchen as a family. Donate some money to like a homeless shelter. Help somebody else this year and do something that really counts if you're going to do something. But if you buy some, please buy something small and local. Don't give these retailers nothing. We're not spending money. October, November, December, they make a whole lot of money off of us. And here's the time to teach them. We're not spending no money. Red Friday, cancel Christmas.
Mariah Carey just told broke black folks to shut up and spend money they don't have. I don't mean to say that again, because I need you to really hear this. One of the most iconic black women in music just became the face of corporate America's response to our economic suffering, and it is not an accident. Right now, millions of us, black Americans, Africans across the diaspora, the Caribbean families, UK black folks, we are all feeling the same squeeze. Groceries cost double what they did 3 years ago. Rent is astronomical. Gas, electricity, water, all up. But somehow 65-inch TV is cheaper than ever. Funny how that works, right? They'll discount the destruction but tax the necessities. And just when we start organizing, just when social media is buzzing with plans to boycott Black Friday, to skip the consumerist madness and focus on what matters, our bills, our families, our sanity, Sephora drops a Christmas ad featuring Mariah Carey responding to a striking elf who says he can't afford these holidays. Her message? You can't cancel Christmas. They had us, and they are laughing. Let me give you context, because this goes deeper than one commercial. For months now, there has been a growing movement online, mostly led by millennials and Gen Zs, a lot of us black and brown, calling for a complete boycott of 2025 holiday shopping season. People are calling it Red Friday instead of Black Friday. The idea is simple. If corporations won't listen to our words, maybe they'll listen to our wallets. Hit them with where it hurts, their fourth quarter profits. And it's not just about being petty or spiteful. It is about survival. People are genuinely struggling. I'm not talking about single mothers choosing between Christmas gifts and keeping the lights on. Families canceling Thanksgiving dinners because a turkey now costs $50. Young professionals with degrees working 2 jobs and still living paycheck to paycheck. The plan was beautiful in its simplicity. Don't buy anything extra in October, November, December. No Black Friday shopping sprees. No Cyber Monday impulse buys. Buy local if you must buy at all. Focus on experiences, not things. Swap parties, handmade gifts, thrift stores, community service instead of consumption. Simple. But then corporate America caught wind of it, and instead of addressing the economic anxiety, instead of maybe, I don't know, I don't know, lowering prices or paying workers more, they doubled down. They created an advertisement that literally features the exact scenario we are living through. Someone too broke to participate in Christmas and used it to mock us, to tell us that resistance is futile, that we will consume, that Christmas as they define it cannot be cancelled. The audacity is breathtaking, guys. Now let's break down why this is so insidious. First, there is the economic manipulation. Black Friday sales are largely scam. Yes, there are scam. That 70% off TV, they inflated the original price by 80% 2 months ago. That dough buster deal is actually just the normal price, or sometimes even more expensive than it was in July. They are not giving you a deal. They are gaslighting you into thinking you are getting one. And they are betting that you are either too tired, too distracted, or too conditioned by decades of advertising to notice. Second, there is the cultural weaponization. They specifically chose Mariah Carey, a black woman whose song All I Want for Christmas Is You has become synonymous with the holiday season to be the face of this message. That's not random. That's strategic. They know that in black culture, representation matters. They know that seeing one of our own delivering that message makes it harder to resist. It's the same playbook they've always used. Find a black face to sell black folks what benefits white corporations. Number three, and this is crucial, they are trying to redefine what Christmas means. In the ad, the subtext is clear. Christmas equals consumption. Christmas equals spending. If you're not buying, you are not celebrating. You are not participating in society. You are not canceling culture. You're canceling culture itself. But here's what they don't want you to remember. Christmas, and I'm speaking culturally here, not religiously, has always been about community, family, and joy. Those things don't require Sephora. They don't require Amazon Prime. They don't require going into debt for toys that will be broken by February. Our ancestors celebrated with nothing. Enslaved Africans found joy in the smallest moments. Post-colonial communities threw parties with homemade food and handmade down decorations. All right. The idea that you need to spend $2,000 to have a real Christmas is a corporate invention, not a cultural truth. Let me get personal for a second. I grew up personally. I grew up in a household where Christmas was everything. My mom would start saving in July. She'd work overtime. She'd sacrifice her own needs to make sure that we had that perfect holiday. And I loved her for it. I still do. But looking back now, I realized she was playing a game she could never win. Because the goalposts kept moving. They kept shifting. Every year, the ads told us we needed more. Better toys, newer gadgets, fancy decorations. The message was always the same. What you have is not enough. What you can afford is not enough. You are not enough unless you consume. And this is where the diaspora connection hits different. Whether you're a first generation African in America, a Caribbean family in London, or a black American whose ancestors were here for centuries, we've all been sold the same lie. That consumption equals success. That buying things proves you made it. That the more you spend, the more you belong. But here's what I've learned and what this boycott movement is teaching a whole new generation. We've always belonged. We've always been enough. The system that tells us otherwise is the same system that profits from our insecurity. Every Christmas where my mom went into debt, corporations made billions. For every Black Friday where we stampeded into Walmart at 5 a.m., some CEO got us a bonus. He got himself a bonus. Our pain was their profit margin. And now, when we are finally waking up to that reality, when we are finally saying enough, they send Mariah Carey to tell us we are wrong. But here's what gives me hope, guys. The fact that they made this ad means they are scared. Think about it. If our boycott didn't matter, if our resistance was meaningless, why respond? Why waste Mariah Carey money? Why create a whole marketing campaign acknowledging our movement? because they know what we are starting to remember. We have power. Yes, we got power, guys. Not individual power. One person boycotting doesn't matter, but collective power. When black folks across the diaspora, when working class people of all backgrounds, when millennials and Gen Zs who are tired of inheriting a broken economy all say no at the same time, that shakes foundations. That's why they are trying to shame us. That's why they are using our icons. That's why they are mocking our struggles, because they know that if this boycott succeeds, if we prove that we can organize and resist, it does not stop at Christmas. It becomes a template, a blueprint, a revolution. And for those who are worried, but what about my kids? They are expecting gifts. Now, do I explain this? How do I explain this? I want you to hear me clearly. The greatest gift you can give your children is teaching them that their worth is not tied to things. That family, community, creativity, and resilience matter more than brand names and price tags. Have the conversation. Sit them down and explain what's happening in the world. Tell them why you're choosing differently this year. Make handmade gifts together. Volunteer at a shelter. Start new traditions that don't require going into debt. Your kids will remember the lesson far longer than they'll remember the toys. Right? So here's where we are, guys. Corporations have made their move. They have shown their hand. They have told us in the most condescending way possible that our resistance doesn't matter, that we are powerless, that Christmas belongs to them. Now, it is our turn to respond. Red Friday is happening, whether Mariah Carey endorses it or not, whether Sephora tries to shame us or not, because this is not about one day or one season anymore. This is about recognizing a pattern and refusing to participate in our own exploitation. Right? So if you're struggling financially, if you're not alone, I mean you're not alone. If you're exhausted by the pressure to perform prosperity, you're not alone. If you're tired of corporations profiting off your poverty while mocking your pain, you are not alone. We are millions, strong across the diaspora, and when we move together, we are unstoppable. So this is my challenge to you. Boycott Black Friday, skip the sales, don't give them your money during their most important quarter. Instead, invest in your community, buy from black-owned small businesses if you must buy, cook meals together, tell stories, create memories that don't come with a receipt, but come with a compassion and a community and a family. And most importantly, talk to each other, organize, share strategies, support those who are struggling, build the networks that corporations can't commodify. All right? Because here's the thing they don't want you to understand. They don't want to understand. When they try to take Christmas from us, they forget that we are the people who created joy out of nothing. We are the black people enslaved, but we've always been happy. We are the descendants of folks who survived the Middle Passage and still found reasons to sing. We are the children of ancestors who built culture out of scraps. You think you can shame us in the shopping? You think Mariah Carey in Sephora is going to break our resolve? No. We've survived worse than expensive eyeliner and corporate guilt trips. Alright? This Christmas, let's show them what real power looks like. Not the power to consume, but the power to refuse. The power to create something new. The power to define our own celebrations on our own terms. Red Friday is coming, and this time we are not backing down. Are you with me? Answer me in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.